Welcome to the Church of St Mary Magdalene in Newark. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about our organ, which you can see behind me. It's a magnificent instrument. It's one of the finest of its type. It has many moving parts, a bit like a car, and rather like a car that's a little bit older. It's done quite a lot of mileage, and so every now and again it needs a little bit of repair work doing. And we're in that situation at the moment. It's not quite time for a full overhaul, it will be in a few years, but we do need to do some repair work. We're very fortunate here to be able to have the skills of Mike Dutton, our organist, who is able to hide so many of these problems from us. But think of it like an aircraft. If you had a skilled pilot, even if you had an aircraft with problems, you still wouldn't want to be flying that aircraft. Mike's very adept at hiding lots of the problems with the organ, but I've asked him today to illustrate some of them so that everybody can understand exactly what it is we're talking about when we talk about repairs for the organ.
Part of the ongoing problem with the organ is the loudest stop, which is the tuba. It was ciphering yesterday. That means a continuous sound. Let's see if it is today. There we are. A very loud stop. You've heard the expression pulling out all the stops. Well, it comes from the organ. This division here, the swell organ, has 14 stops. At the moment, 3 of them are not working. So what should happen is I play something on the organ and I pull the stop out. Or I pull different stops out to make different kinds of sounds. Some of them are louder. However, some of them are not working at all. There's these two here and this one down here, and it really adds a lot of colour and gives you a big palette of sound that you can draw on.
The organ here isn't just used for services. It's used for concerts, for our Great Music for Market series. It's used for teaching. We have some young organists who are learning to play this amazing instrument. And of course, it's used for our great civic services when the church is full of people singing their heart out with our great hymns.
The organ has thousands of pipes. This is one of them, and some of them are stopped, what we call stopped, so the length is from there backwards. This is very loose. You can probably hear it squeaking around. It should be a very tight fit. This affects the tuning, and there are many other pipes like it. So we can't always use this particular stop on the organ. One of the other divisions is called the solo organ, and here we have another cipher, which can be very embarrassing if my hands are tied up on different manuals and I can't get to stop it. So there we are. This organ has a section that you use for your feet. In fact, it has more pedals than a car. In fact, there are 32 on this organ. And so we have problems with some of the stops down here. So if I play a little section, and you can hear now in the background there's a rather not very nice noise. And that's called a cipher. And of course, if you finish a piece and that's going on, everybody thinks there's something really wrong with the organ.
In order to fix some of these problems and make sure we can continue using this organ, we're looking to raise about £7,000. This will enable us to make these immediate, urgent repairs and ensure that we can keep using the organ for our services, our concerts, and for teaching, as well as all the great civic occasions that happen in this church. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your help.